Hey guys, I'm Rob and welcome back to another Rob's Quick Modeling Tips. Today I'm going to talk about files. Now, if you're a custom model builder like me, even a novice all the way up to a pro, one thing that is essential when you're doing modifications to die-cast models, plastic model kits, or even working with styrene sheet, it's essential to have a good variety of files. Now we'll run through what I have in my box just to show you what I use. I've got some general purpose files. These are more like a metal worker or a woodworker's file. You might think this is quite big for modeling, but if I have to do quite a bit of large filing of die cast, it's a lot quicker to use one of these larger files. So this is just a bastard file. And it is a fine bastard file, so it's not too rough the teeth, so it really will give you a nice fine filed finish. Another file that I have, this is another metal worker's file or a woodworker's file, and this one is actually a triangle shape, as you can see there. So if you've got an opening which is not square, which is more of a parallelogram, I think, this is good for getting into the corners because it is a triangular shape. So this is a really handy file. And again, I use this for trying to remove quite a bit of material rather than using a little miniature file. Another essential file in the collection is a file for photo etched. Now this is actually a Tamiya file. So this is a diamond file by Tamiya. Number 400 is this size, and when you clip off your photo etch parts, there's always a little dag on the side of the metal, and these little Tamiya photo etch files are for filing those little dags off the edge of photo etch parts. So this is super fine, so it doesn't catch and jag or bend the photo etch material, and these are really handy for photo etch parts. So yeah, definitely want to have one of those in the collection as well. Now another thing that I have is a set of, well, they call these jeweler's files. I actually bought this set off eBay. They just came from China. They were about $8, and they come in a variety of shapes. So this is just a rectangular file, and they have all other shapes in there as well. So this is more of a concave file either side, so it's domed either side, and they have all different shapes in there as well. That is a triangular shape as well, if you can see that. But what I found is that in a lot of fine detail work, these are just not quite small enough, but they're good for all your general fabrication and filing. So they have a couple of triangular ones in there, some splayed, a couple of flat ones, and they also have the round files as well. So these are really handy for enlarging holes. So yeah, that's a pretty good investment to get, and they're really cheap. You can buy those off eBay. Now what I've found has been the most successful for my model building is this other set of jeweler's files. So these actually came from my local trade tool supplier, and these are a lot smaller in physical size. So when you're doing smaller work on 1/18 scale cars, these are more suited to the smaller openings. Now these come in a variety as well, so they have the rectangular shape. Also, there's a couple of those. One is a little bit smaller than the other one, which is good for the really small little openings. Again, everything is smaller, but you have a triangular file here. They are really handy, as well as round files too. So you've got some that are slightly bigger than other ones. Now this set cost me around 15-16 Australian dollars, but it's been well worth it, as they're just a smaller file than these cheaper Chinese ones. So if you compare these two together, you can see there's quite a bit of difference in size. So these are the smaller jeweler's files. So something to consider when you're building models. there's lots of different tools, and I'll do more videos of the different tools that I use for modeling. But that's going to be today's quick tip video on modeling. Get yourself a good set of jeweler's files, preferably the smaller the better, because it's more suited to model making, but it can't hurt to grab a set of these off eBay as well because they're so cheap. So they are all the selection of files that I use when I build custom models. So that's it for today's episode of Rob's Quick Modeling Tips. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this video, and stay tuned. I've got plenty more of these type of videos on the way for 2020. But until next time, thanks for watching Rob's Model Cars.